we're in the new year and I'm super excited. And I tried to ninja catch some fluff and I don't think it worked. Anyway, hi guys, welcome back. So on this video, I really want to look into Facebook and how it can help you. So I've thought of 3 different ways that you can better connect with authors or readers or even bloggers. So with no further ado, let us go into So assuming that you've already created your Facebook page, well, your Facebook author page, which is different from your personal page, and I hope you've done that because that's very important. The first thing you want to do is get into author groups. So author groups are basically exactly what they sound. And so if you go into search, you could look up author group. And it'll start getting you into there. There's a whole pile of different ones, so they have different names. You have fantasy groups, you have fictional groups, romance groups, ones that are focused on marketing and sales for authors. There's a whole pile of different groups that you can sign on to. So as soon as you start cracking into it, you'll start meeting other people that will help you network into other groups. Usually it's not too hard to get into these groups. Some may have rules, you can't post only about your books, or which a lot of people do. So the groups can be used as promotional avenues as well, where you can do a post of your book. This is my link, this is my cover, and hope that people on that group will look at it and maybe click into it and possibly buy your book. This hasn't been a massive sale profit for me, but in saying that, it's a good way to keep continuously being on people's fourth mind. So the more often that they see you, they're going to become familiar with you and your brand, which is why I continuously kept doing it. But the good thing about these groups also is that you can go in there and you can meet other authors or even readers, but it's a chance to become more personal with your community, with the groups that you may not be able to meet in the real world yet. But it's a really fantastic way to, especially the ones that are biased on only sales and marketing and techniques and things that veteran authors have learned. It's a great way to go into there and really learn from them. Ask them questions. They may ask you questions in return. It's just a great way to network with people. Tip 2 is creating your own Facebook group. So these used to be called street teams. These are no longer called street teams as far as I know. But basically what it is a little group for your readers and for your fans to come join and be in a safe community where they can talk about your books. They can engage better with you. They can learn a bit more about you, about what upcoming series are coming out. And it's also a great way to reward those who are so in love with your books and really trying to share and promote your work for you. With you, should I say. So I often, when I first started my first group, it's called the Journals of Carrington-Russell on Facebook, and it was phenomenal. So I have, I think, just under 300 now, and they're active members who really want to try and help you in your journey and share your books because they love your books, they love your worlds, and they just really want to share it. And so it's really amazing to meet these people that are so in love with something that you've written, and it brings you together, it brings you closer, and you make many friends out of it. And so when you have this small group, when they join and they meet other readers who love it, generally they already have a common interest. So they'll become friends, and it becomes this really nice environment to have. And I often used to do giveaways, promotions, gift cards, things like that to reward those who really were helping me in my journey and who encouraged me and who supported me, because I thought that was the right thing to do. I appreciate that so many people were helping me of their own goodwill and heart, but I definitely like to give back, and I would encourage any author to do that. I would start a street team, I would start a group, call it whatever you want, as long as it's obvious that it's your group and relates to you. But if you do become really good friends with a reader or a fan, or they want to know more, just say, hey, join this group if you want to know when my next release is, or if you want to have teasers or snippets or ARC copies, come over here. This is where your people are. Come over here. Tip 3. This is an interesting one. So this is called an author takeover. A lot of new authors don't know about these, which is what excites me so much, because to me, this is the first step to really breaking into the social media, putting yourself out there. And I was so nervous the first time I did it. Basically what it is a online Facebook party. So say if you have a party of 6 to 8 hours, there'll be a host. It could be either a blogger, a book blogger, or another author. So for this example, one of the authors, and it commonly happens, an author is having a release day, so they want to promote it. They want more readers coming in to celebrate the release. So what they'll do is say they will invite 8 to 10 authors, 1 hour each or half an hour each per time slot. And in that time that the author's written down or penciled in to join, they'll have the schedule and they'll make it public. So then readers can come and say, oh, I love that author. She or he is going to be here at that time. I'm going to be here. So then it introduces a whole world of different readers. And the good thing about these are often authors will have giveaways on them because they want to build the excitement. So they want new readers to be drawn into their world. So they'll offer a free paperback or a gift card or an ebook. And so it creates this momentum of excitement of our online party. And it's also a great way to promote your books. So if people aren't familiar with your work, or even you can explain who you are, which is usually what you would do in the first post. But then you can talk about your books, what you're working on. And it's just a really great way to connect with fellow readers that you've never met before. And they might go, hold up, that genre, that blurb sounds amazing. I really want to get to know this book. I want to get to know this author. And also authors really help each other. So usually there will be a group aside, so in Messenger, and all of the authors will be in there and they'll help each other. They will assist each other. And it sounds so nerve-wracking doing author takeovers. I was so nervous doing it because I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm so nervous about it. But when you do it, it's not as scary as you think it is. And I did a lot of these when I first started doing them because I got so excited about meeting new readers and new authors. And it's a great way to connect with them. So what you would generally do, what I would advise for you to do in those posts, one, your first post being, so if you've got 30 minutes, maybe do 5 to 6 posts. You don't want to flood them with too much information, so keep it very simple. Focus on only a certain few books. If you've got 20,000 books, just focus on a couple of series. Of course, if you are a debut author, or you're only starting to release your book, or you haven't yet released your book, just talk about that one book, and then talk a little bit about yourself as well and what your plans are. So usually for the first post, I would write, this is who I am. My name's Carrington-Russell. I'm a best-selling author. I have 15 books published to date. I cover a wide variety of genres, and I'm super excited to be here. Where is everyone from? You really want an awesome opening liner and a question, because you want to get to know them too. So right now I'm living in Edinburgh, Scotland, but I'm an Australian woman. So it's very interesting to see where readers are all around the world, because it gives you a phenomenal sense that you're talking to people internationally in this group. It's amazing. And then my next post will be, if you love contemporary romance, I would recommend My Escort. This is what it's about, and I'll do a graphic. And then in the third post, I would do a giveaway of sorts. What I'll do is I'll do a paperback or an ebook giveaway, and I'll say, find me on social media. Tell me where you found me. And usually in that way, if that's what I'm trying to do, if I'm trying to get more followers on certain social medias, that's a good way to do it. Or some people might do their email subscription list, or even less, just tell me what your favorite color is, and that's your entry into the giveaway. It just depends, but it is a fantastic opportunity to be able to receive more followers. Or even, hey, if you're interested in my work or want to follow my journey, join my street team, join my Facebook group. And then I always like to do like a quick little Q&A in there. So if anyone has any questions, I always open up the panel. You can ask me anything. I'm quite an honest person, and I have had some interesting questions before, which is always exciting. But often, a lot of the times, they'll just ask, how did you start writing? When did you start writing? So it's a really good way for you to get used to talking about yourself as well. So I would highly encourage doing these. Well, I hope that helped very, very much. And I thank you once again so much for popping in and saying hi. And please don't forget to subscribe, maybe to like, and maybe to comment, because I want to know where you guys are from. What do you think? What do you want me to work on? What do you want to know? Just leave the comments below. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you guys. Bye.